Jumping into this next set, it's going to be Edmonton Impact taking the field to play against Columbus Level. Also, the MLKings and Austin Notorious. We're here at the 2023 NXL Sunshine State Major. I'm Matty Marshall with Rich Telford. Important set right now. Impact, they had 2 wins yesterday, looking really good. Level in a position where if they can win this game, have a chance to move on. And then also MLKings and Notorious. Notorious put up their first win against the Bears. So if they could find a way to win against the MLKings, going 2-0 with the way that they've kept their point spread so close, Rich, they also could have a chance to punch their ticket to their first Sunday at their first pro event ever. We will see. Jumping into point number 1 right now, Columbus Level getting Danny Schonauer very quickly into the wedge. In our eye in the sky break from the red side. That's where Impact's starting from. Impact running 2 full lines. They're going to get Matt Derula to counter the move for Danny. He goes into the wedge. Oh, first to strike is going to be Columbus Level. Get a shot in on JC Justin Cornell. I think they just shot Matt Jackson,
yeah, I think
too.
Fuzzy got shot on the transition, Matt. Yep, 2 down for Impact, both on the snake side of the field.
Great zone control from Level.
And this is what Level needs. They need to win this first point, Matt. If you give a team like Impact or Damage the first point in one of these matches, it's so hard to get back out from underneath that. Level's in great positions. They got 2 in the stand-ups, the tower and the can, 1 in the back corner, 1 in this 50 bunker. 4-on-3 advantage here for Level. Unless they've got, Level might have 5, but I can see 4. And Impact just with a 3. They've got the can on the D side. They got the wedge, center bunker looking this way, and then now back center fills to the small Aztec. So 3-on-4 or 3-on-5 advantage for Level. Both playing in this crucial first point in this match.
Yeah.
Impact went 1-1 yesterday.
No, Impact won both their games yesterday. As they played Notorious and beat them by 1, and then played MLKings and beat them by 2, so sitting at 2-0 with a +3.
It takes me like a few events, like when guys ditch to a different team to disassociate, you know, like Diesel lost yesterday, so for somehow that was something.
Well, I mean, you've only been watching J-Rab and Malice play on that team for a decade, so I get it.
I'll get better, guys, I promise. Nice little transition into the Snake 1 here from the Snake Cube. I'm not sure if Level knows exactly where the center player is, but it's really important to get that kill on the front player. Oh, yeah.
Danny's on their side. He's going to run around, trade out with Derula. Actually still
clean.
alive.
Wow.
Yeah, Danny Schonauer.
Danny's so good, and Derula making a good decision there not to draw that penalty.
And
Danny's just going up. Danny gets shot now.
Danny going to get a 2-pack, though, as he got that other kill, trying to Impact trying to get out
wide.
wide.
I think it's 3 or 4-on-1 here, Matty. 4-on-1, yeah, there's a Level player hiding in the back center. Really, really good first point there for Columbus Level, Matt.
Yeah, I think it was just Zupa left alive over there on that back in the center. He's going back and forth, but yeah, great point for
You were saying
Columbus
earlier
Level.
before we got a mic that Impact had no chance of winning this game, but
again, I did not say that.
I think they've got a chance.
That is fake news.
Level, I meant Level, sorry. It's crazy how you can go out and play against a team that's lower than you, right, and drop a game, right? And then you go play against a team that's better than you. And not saying that it's relevant, but then you play better. And it's just a lot of times it's how those teams match up.
Well, if we go back maybe 5-6 years ago, there wasn't the level.
That's a long time for me.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I know we're getting long in the
I'll do my best.
Memories is not as a little sketch, but there wasn't as much parity in pro paintball
100%.
5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, typically you would have the higher ranked teams beat the lower ranked teams, and then when a Heat would play Impact or Dynasty Infamous, whatever, then it would be okay. We had an interesting match here.
Right.
That is not how it is in pro paintball.
Otherwise, it'd just be blowouts, right?
A lot of times,
not like
5
that
or 6
anymore.
years ago,
Yeah,
it's not like that.
anymore.
If you look at last year as an example, all 20 teams made it to Sunday. It was a year full of upsets. We've seen upsets already. Notorious, beat the Bears, and the Bears went 2-0 yesterday. Yesterday, the Ironmen with the rebuild squad, they took down AC Diesel. So you just never know. Both teams losing a body here. It's going to be 4-on-4, but better field position for the MLKings as they get Carter Donaldson, but then he comes immediately up into a ball.
He gets caught over the top, yeah. So, but they also dropped another play on the other side. Is Notorious, so now it's a 3-on-3, Matt.
Maybe Carter traded with that guy then, because a body walked off at the same exact time.
Yeah, that's definitely possible.
Sherman in a good spot for Notorious. He's been playing very well from that wedge. That wedge is very crucial. How well that player plays at that position, whatever team we're talking about, incredibly crucial to the success of the squad.
Determines the success of that squad.
And sure enough, here comes Sherman. He comes through and bunkers out the MLKings from that position. And as that happens, Notorious also takes the 50 here snake side. So MLKings playing on their heels. Here comes Michael Kovar.
And I like the fact that Notorious is applying the pressure. They're not sitting back and slow playing. When they bad move there, going back and get caught around the corner. Against Michael Kovar. Might be a 1-on-1, Matt, with Mark Franz from Notorious filling to the Dorito can and now up the Dorito side.
And LJ Woodley.
And LJ Woodley for MLKings over here on the snake side. Although LJ is talking to somebody, so they might have a back center. It might be.
Yeah, it is
they
back
do.
center. Yeah,
so it's a 2-on-1. Marky Franz, I think, catches the back center being there, repositions back inside to the can, understanding that he's in a 1-on-2 situation, and then gets caught. So first point to the MLKings in this beginning of this match. Man, Saturday paintball. And honestly, this field has not slowed down as much as I thought it was going to slow down. It's a slower field, but I was really afraid after our first 2 matches yesterday that by now it'd be 1-to-1, 1-to-2.
Yeah, we saw it in the MLKings level game, 9 points scored. And yesterday, it's interesting too, but maybe it was just that these teams have only had, interesting layout, right? Not a traditional layout.
Interesting.
And then you only have 1 weekend to train on it, and assorted other days here or there, which whoever was willing to put the time in, and then practice day on Thursday. But the teams are starting to figure out the moves. And we had Marcelo Margot up here, and he was talking about, hey, as we all well know, this could go 1 of 2 ways. Either it's going to slow down more, or teams will start figuring out the field and also see, look, okay, obviously a lot of pressure's been put towards the snake side and in that wedge in the center. So maybe guys are going to start taking bigger bites. We saw that little yesterday afternoon, and then sure enough, Dynasty in first point, they send Chris Shear all the way to D3 off the break. So, and then this morning, a little bit faster actually. Not in all the games and all the points, but yeah, these teams are getting a little bit dialed, and it has not slowed down more than it was yesterday. And we've seen some really nothing but close matches essentially for the most part.
Oh, did Danny miss that shot? Oh, wow. Sorry to interrupt, Matt. Danny missed that shot.
Well, he's asking for a ref to go in and check him.
Yeah, because he's frustrated that he missed it. He's as frustrated that he missed that shot as I am.
Well, the referee's going to get him and give him a check. So maybe, whoever's in there for impacts is playing like he's clean, and it's Nick Laval, and it looks like he was going to be major penalty. So
well, I apologize. Good job.
Penalty.
Good shot, Danny. It finally happened. I was wrong.
And Dalton got shot off the break, too. That's going to pull out Brandon Cornell. And what's the second body they got pulled? All of a sudden, it's looking good here for Columbus level in point number 2. They have a 1 point lead.
Yeah, been getting pulled on the penalty as well. Impact just really struggling these first 2 points, Matt.
Yeah, so Danny goes up in the wedge. Laval dives in through the zone. Danny thought he got the shot in on him, begging for a check. Referee goes in there, does check Laval. It looks like he apparently did have a hit on him. Major penalty assessed, and that basically destroyed Impact's chances because they had already lost Dalton off the break.
And story of 2 teams, right? So Impact played really well yesterday. Went home and probably didn't make too many adjustments based on how well they played yesterday. Level struggled a little bit yesterday. Had to go home. Had to have some difficult conversations. Had to make a change, and have come out and reapplied themselves. So far in this match, playing better than Impact.
Yeah, and then now Notorious taking the field. And if you look at the new pro teams that we've had that have come in and earned the right to play in the pro division by doing well in the semi-pro division, it's an inspiration for all the 28 semi-pro teams that we have down there. One of them will bump up, but Notorious is, they had 2 close losses yesterday, keeping the point spread at a -2, and then with a win today in their first match. And then if you look at how good the Hurricanes were last year in their first pro year, so yeah, these top semi-pro teams are coming in and not getting mangled at all. They're holding their own, and it's really cool to see. And that just is a little bit of, again, inspiration for the massive amount of semi-pro players that we have down there. You can do it too, potentially, if you earn the right.
Donaldson taking a big bet, snake side. LJ Whitley getting a shot out of the back center for MLKings, so 4-on-5 advantage here for Notorious. Oh, 5-on-3 advantage Notorious.
Yeah, a little bit of a tough death there for the MLKings.
Yeah,
out of
Donaldson's
that spot.
doing surgery on his gun as well, Matty.
Yeah, he's got no top of his loader on, about to try to reinsert it. And he gets it back on.
Got the cone in his other hand. Got Peterson in the can, Kyle Berry back center, Donaldson in the little brick in front of the snake. Notorious got the can in the Dorito, the tower on the snake side, the small Aztec in the center, the snake 50, and probably back center.
So Notorious now getting up in the insert bunker to try to help out their player at the 50 brick.
Now Donaldson's cleaning his barrel. Good communication between Donaldson, Perry, and Peterson. Peterson's really got to watch his back. He's very vulnerable from the snake, Matty. If ABJ comes in, looks inside, he's going to get a good shot on Peterson. And there it is. Peterson's been eliminated from ABJ and the snake here.
And he could probably run down. No, he's got to worry about that back center.
He just got killed by his own guy.
Oh, Archie?
Yeah, I guess it bounced. Yeah.
Somebody shot him.
Yeah, he flinched and looked behind him, so I'm assuming Kovar got. Oh, penalty on the drill side.
I mean, this point was looking really good for Notorious, and they kind of shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah,
here.
just a little mistake. Shot their own guy and got a penalty. Those are the ones the coaches love to watch on the replay. So let me repeat that.
Those make
Shot their own
meetings.
guy and got a penalty. Just Donaldson and Barry. Might be a 2-on-2 though, Matty. Got two Notorious players, one in the brick, one in the center structure. Two MLKings player in the small brick in front of the snake and the back center. Very close 1-point match here.
Yeah, trying to get across. Looks like he makes it clean there on your screen.
Yeah, spreading the field.
Notorious trying to figure out where these bodies are. What do we got?
Barry countering his move by going from back center to the can on the drill side for MLKings.
Is it 2-on-2?
I believe so, Matt.
Yeah.
Really slowed down here, and this is where you're gonna get a long, slow point in a 2-on-2 or 3-on-3 where they don't have those 50 spots. And they're afraid to move into them, so they don't overcommit. Kyle does try to get out to the corner. Bit of a risky move, but definitely gives him a better angle out there to attack forward on the drill side. Donaldson retreating, has every single pod on his back that he started with.
Yeah, just doing surgery for a long time.
I'm not sure if his gun just isn't working or what's going on, because his hopper went down earlier, then he was cleaning paint, but he's just not shooting his gun, and that's putting them in a disadvantage. Oh, but he makes a snapshot.
Yeah, and yeah, gets a snapshot on Kovar.
Yeah, 2-on-1 advantage.
And that is going to force a concession here from Ryan Gray. So good job by Kyle Barry and Donaldson.
Yeah,
I was going to say poor Donaldson, but he just maintained his composure. He had to pull his loader off, fix that, clean his barrel out, got that all done, and then was able to contribute there. But great job by Kyle Barry.
Needs to shoot his gun more, though, when he gets it working.
Yeah, he didn't really have much of a chance to shoot his gun. So the
Impact coming out, and I'm guessing Impact is going to be bringing the heat this point. They do not like losing 2 points. They think they're a much better team than Level, and they're going to try to go out and prove at this point. Level's got to survive the breakout, and they need a big game out of Danny, and they need to get a big game out of Damien.
Well, I mean, Impact was tested a little bit. They didn't have blowout wins yesterday, but just like we saw with the Damage New York Extreme match, this is also a test for Impact right now. So with the 2 wins looking pretty decent, down by 2, a lot of time left. But how is Impact going to answer right now? Which lines are going to send out? Who's going to step up?
They play aggressively on the drill side, Matty.
Yeah, a 5-on-5 break. And Level kept 2 bodies in that back center, and then they get Damian Ryan out of there immediately after shooting off.
I like this 2 people playing that key bunker. I was looking at that last night.
But they let JC get into Snake 1 on a secondary move, and then here comes Darula. Darula's going to get across. Jackson's behind them, and then, yeah, Impact getting into D3. Darula looking in front.
Penalty on
minor
Level.
penalty assessed
Back
on Matt
center.
Askren. That pulls out Chase Cranmer.
Now it goes from a 5-on-5 to a 5-on-3. Big advantage for Impact.
Danny going to ghost and coast back. Checks off, sees the Damian's there, and it's going to take a spot again.
Yeah, they both just switched from both looking this way to both looking that way. Damian's got a lot of yellow paint on his hopper. Referees are coming in. I believe it's rub. They're looking at it. They're backing up. Oh, this is going to get painful for Danny.
Yeah, so Danny ended up getting clipped out of that spot because, or actually no, gets diced up by Darula. Darula all the way onto the Level side of the field, gets that first kill here on Danny Schonauer.
Yeah, Damien has no idea that if he looks back this side of the field, he's going to get his wig split. Just playing as tight as he can over there because the Drill 3 is putting pressure on him.
Yeah, Damien's just not giving Darula much. But Jackson looks like he's about to drop the hammer potentially on Damien.
Buzzy's looking to go through.
They got to worry about that back corner bunker here. No one's putting any pressure on this back corner for Level, so he's just been up and over the top now, way out wide. And then Matt Jackson's going to put it together. He's going to hear the gun goes, comes around, stitches up. Damien trades the body. They also shoot the back corner at the same time. And then Darula's going to pop up, and that should be it.
Impact gets on the board.
Yeah, they don't know the count, though. Players on the D side don't know the count. Darula waves them off and walks in to hit the buzzer. No need to hurry. A lot of time left in this one. Still 9:48 and going to be a 1-point game. Well executed moves. Matt Darula, Jackson, Cornell also over here on this snake side. And it was Zupa over there on the D side, taking some ground early with his wheels. And now in the pits, here with Edmonton Impact. Just a massive list of all-stars comprising their roster. There's Matt Jackson, former Golden Barrel Award winner, Trevor Reeser. Zach Yakimek, former MVP as well. Big Dave Baines, the coach and general manager. They got a new pickup this year with Tyler Panilio. You can see him over there on your left-hand side. Haven't seen him out here yet, though. Young kid coming out of NorCal. He's only like 19.
Yeah.
On the breakout right now, MLKings with a 2-point lead. They go pretty heavy guns. They do spread out wide with Donaldson here, snake side. And also Notorious going heavy guns, not risking any bodies yet. They're going to get Sherman quickly into his spot. He's been relentless getting into this wedge. He's played real well for Notorious. But there, someone's going to need to step up, though. 5-on-5 break. Notorious down by 2. Under 10 minutes to go here, Rich.
Yeah, Notorious going forward, even though they're up on points. Gets that 50 in the snake, looks inside. Secondary now to the snake brick.
Woodley coming off early from the backfield for the MLKings. 5-on-4 situation here in favor of Notorious.
Notorious now in snake 1. Yeah, Notorious playing really, really well here for their debut event. What do you think, Matt?
Oh, absolutely.
All the matches they've been in have been close. They obviously their coaching staff understands how the field is played and who to put in what spot and what they should do.
Yeah, Ryan Gray has done an immaculate job guiding this team into the Pro Division and get them through these first 3 games. Bowles going to make his move here into the snake. He also spent some time with X Factor. Sherman in a really good spot. Got that crossfield kill. Nice job by Sherman.
Peterson taking the walk. Oh, Kyle Berry taking the walk.
MLKings trying to do damage control to come up and trade out with Sherman, and he does, but still leaving Bowles over here outside wide. Snake 50. He's got some help behind him with Kovar.
Is it a 1-on-3 or a 2-on-3, Matty?
I think it's a 4-on.
4-on-1?
Yeah,
Donaldson's got him, don't worry.
It's kind of right where he wants him.
Yeah. The trap has been set.
Yeah, again, unless there's somebody in the back center or back right or back D side blocked out from those spots.
Kind of surprised the Kings aren't conceding this point.
Move on the D side here for Notorious. Well, the Kings, they're not conceding it because they have the lead and they like to burn the time off.
Sorry.
Got 2-point cushion here for MLKings.
FSU.
Donaldson
needs to put this together.
Donaldson burnt off a good 30 seconds there.
Yeah, 40 seconds.
Yeah, so MLKings, hold the line a little bit, burnt some time off the clock, but dropped the point. Notorious didn't know the count. They had it close. It was close, but you might have thought there was one extra body out there. But not too bad. You're going to get on the board for the first time here with 7:52 to go. Marky Franz getting checked out. Thumbs up from the ref. The point is good. And now here comes Edmonton Impact. Still down by 1 to Columbus level. And 30 seconds to go before the start of this next point. Is that Carl Markowski? Oh, Carl Markowski going to get
the wheels.
One of the fastest, potentially the fastest player ever to do it, other than maybe Mouse. We haven't seen Carl much here at this event because he wasn't able to make the practice. And if
you don't
only
practice, you don't play.
If you only get 1 practice in and you can't make it, and it's going to be hard for you to get playing time, even if your name's Carl Markowski. That's just kind of how it works at this level of the game. So, and this could be
takes both corners, Matt.
I think Carl might have just got shot by his own guy. Oh, God. So Carl gets a spin.
Thanks, guys.
And he gets shot by his own guy. They're like, hey, you're not going to make practice? We're going to shoot you.
we're going to sit you.
Poor Carl.
And then when we play you, we're going to shoot you.
Carl comes out and immediately gets a team kill. Or gets team killed.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think he gets credit for that one.
That's just, it's just sometimes things go bad. And unfortunately for Carl, that's the way it went down.
4-on-5 advantage here for Impact. They've got 4 across the back, 1 in the center bunker. Now Yakimek moves from the Aztec to the tower as Axel releases from the corner into the brick on the snake side. 3 snake side players for Impact, 2 on the drill side. Impact player calling the kill on the level player in the can.
Yeah, Cranmer is just trying to tuck in as tight as he possibly can.
Yeah, he's just getting smaller and smaller. He has been eliminated and draws the penalty. Big mistake there. If you get shot off the field when you're up on points like that, because drawing the penalty really hurts you.
Well, Cranmer is pleading his case, so he's either a great actor or he just didn't know that he was hit. But, the Impact player was calling the kill. The referee saw something. He goes in, finds a hit, penalty assessed. So yeah, that was just a real bad one here for Level. They shoot Carl themselves, and then Cranmer gets caught, penalty, and that was it. I mean,
You know, in
that's
the old
story at that
days,
point.
Carl was fast enough that you couldn't shoot him, even if you were on his own team. You stand behind him, you pull the trigger, and you just outrun the ball.
Yeah, when you run that fast, you know, time slows down, right? So
It bends
the
at
paintball
some
slow down,
point,
you
yeah.
can dodge through the balls.
And yeah, it's a whole thing.
So going to be a tie game there, 2-2. Austin Notorious still down by 1 here against the MLKings. MLKings would love to put another win on the board here, give themselves a chance to move on as they got the win against Level. So Level in a must-win situation against Impact. Notorious also has a chance to move on if they can get a win here, because that'll make them 2-2. It's going to be close on the spread there, because Notorious is still sitting in a negative.
Stakes are high. MLK drops their first attacker snake side, but they get a kill on the first Notorious player going up the center mat, so 4-on-4.
Yeah, slightly better field position here for Notorious. They have 2 bodies in the wedge structure. Oh, they're going to get blasted, though, trying to get across. Good zone control here for the MLKings. Gets a shot on
Is that Gonzalez
Archie
again?
Barnes.
Playing, oh.
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, yeah. Rodriguez is playing really well up here.
Yeah, he was lights out, man, for MLKings in that first match today. Played well yesterday, too.
Yeah.
That's a good pickup for the MLKings.
I agree. Got the fire in him.
Michael Kovar,
Yeah, nice
glide up to
Michael
the
Kovar.
wedge. 2-pack of attackers here for Notorious. They're on
Drop
your
another
screen.
player, Matt. This match is turning around. Momentum has switched from MLKings now back to Notorious.
Yeah, it's just so good to see a rookie pro team like this not cave underneath this pressure. A lot of pressure coming in as the rookie pro squad.
Yeah, they got a good coach, man. I hope they're paying him enough.
Yeah, they looked real determined and focused yesterday when I was talking to them in the pits. They got a good old team pitcher, and everyone was just, you know, they were happy to be here. You could see like little slight smiles, but much more determined focus on their faces, really realizing the moment that's in front of them. But for their first event, risen to the occasion a bit. Still got a chance here, and on depending on what goes down here in this point. 6:30 to go. Tactical retreat from Kovar. They did lose Sherman. So Kovar there on your screen. MLKings with, man, I don't see anybody on the MLKings. Back center's hot, and the back corner.
Trio corner, yeah.
That might be it.
Yeah, it might just be 2. It's Woodley goes back center to the small Aztec snake side.
Yeah, Woodley now into that Aztec to spread the field slightly. If he could get out wide, that would help. They still, again, do have a lead to protect. Here's some good communication from Notorious right now.
Yeah, I like the way Notorious is attacking, right? They're down on points, 2-on-2. And they've Marky's, I think it's Marky's gone all the way out on the rear side, is now moving forward.
And Markey, I think, just got the shot
Yeah,
in on
good.
Woodley. It's going to turn it into a 1-on-2, but here comes Kyle Berry's going to run coast to coast and gets blasted from both players.
He didn't make it.
I really like how proactive Kovar's being
yeah, he's
as the
playing really
second
well.
attacker back here. He's playing some of the, I mean, he was always good.
He's certainly their standout on this side, though.
Yeah, because he's just everywhere.
Yep.
He's not scared to go bunker to bunker, back and forth to try to see what the best angle.
He's
right
always in a
angle is.
position to win the game for the team.
Yeah, and with the combo of, so it's mostly Archie Barnes Jr. and sometimes Bulls, and then Sherman's been playing that inside wedge with Kovar behind him. That combo is definitely worked out real well over here on the snake side and in the middle for Notorious. So definitely future bright for that young, talented squad.
Let's see if Danny and Damien can get these guys back on track with level, right?
Yeah, Damien's been real good this weekend.
Those 2 guys have to go out and have big points.
Man,
If they want to get back
no,
to this
Carl
match.
didn't miss practice. I know he missed practice, but since he got shot by his own guys, I'd really like him to get another chance out there.
They gave him a chance. He ran into a paintball from behind him. Big bite on the break for impact right into the snake. I like that.
Yeah, Cornell's been relentless over here.
JC gets his gun up, looking inside, controlling that center cut.
They are Impact's throwing different looks, so they've been unpredictable over here. But anytime Cornell wants to take this snake one off the break, he's pretty much been making it. They're gonna crawl Jarula up and get him into his wedge. He's been also playing real well there. Had a real good one that last point, and then goes right through the gap, checks off on the center, and then gets in clean.
Yeah, I think they know he's there, and they're going to send Danny to go get him. But then JC's going to probably end up picking up Danny as he goes past. Probably get Jarula clean, but it'll end up being a trade.
Well, Cranmer moves up a spot to get into D2. And
Danny wants to go so
Danny's
bad.
thinking
Here
about
he
it.
goes.
Danny's going to launch. He's going to get one. He gets blasted.
Oh, he doesn't get him.
He didn't get him. Great job by Cornell to protect.
Just right on that gap.
Yeah, I mean, Danny needed
really
another
good.
half step, maybe a quarter step to get that kill on Jarula. It looked like he was going to at least trade, but...
Great job not carrying through and drawing that penalty there, though, right?
Yeah, that's smart.
That would have been a double negative.
Well, while that was happening, though, Cranmer got across the gap and was able to make it into D3. So that's a crucial move potentially here, seeing how if he can stay alive over there.
Yeah, both teams kind of crossed up here. Impact with better field position. Level spread the field pretty well from Dorito 3 to the cube over here in front of the snake. Back center, and then in the Dorito can. Dorito can gets outside to the Dorito 1. I think that's Damian Ryan. Damian looking to go offensive on that D side. Back center now fills in the small Aztecs. The level is filled 2 guys out to each tape. Impact with 3 across the back, 1 attacker with JC, or 2 attackers here in the 50 snake.
And crawling here into the 50 snake right now with Drula in that brick and Cornell 50, Jackson behind him. 5 alive for Impact, 6:30 on the clock.
Very slow, very methodical. Oh,
Cornell gonna run down, get
Cornell gets
kill.
2. Oh.
Penalty?
Oh, yeah, you got that. That was almost a mistake there.
Minor major. Was it? Did they pull a penalty?
No penalty.
Okay, no penalty. So Jarula just got shot. Still though, Jackson fills in nicely into Snake 1 during that chaos.
I believe it's
Still
3
gotta
on 2 now, Matt.
Yeah, they got to worry about Cranmer, who's the farthest body up for level, but only 2 bodies alive total.
Yeah, and the Dorito in the snake corner, Dorito 3. For Impact, it's Dorito Can, Snake Aztec, and Snake 1. It's going to be hard to get over there to Cranmer, so they're probably going to try to push down this snake, but it's going to be tough with the corner being hot because you can wrap from there. An interesting little 2-on-3, see how this breaks out. If Cranmer doesn't make a mistake, if one of the level guys don't get dinked out.
Yeah, so Tal going to get thrown in here. Point going to be conceded as 5:40 left on the clock. And then that's going to give Columbus level more time to reset back at 5-on-5, only down by 1, but squandering a lead. It's 3 unanswered right now for Edmonton Impact back in the pits with Big Dave Baines. Having some conversation with Derula, JC talking with Laval. The top teams, every time we go to the pits, this is exactly what it looks like. Everyone's talking to each other about the variables.
Yep.
They're having it very
Little
intricate
small
discussions.
conversations, yeah.
It doesn't matter whether they're up by 5 or down by 5.
Yep.
It's the
No
same.
yelling, no screaming, nobody being a child. Just a bunch of adults having adult conversations about adult stuff.
Dave Baines, quite the motivational speaker, and been done a great job of leading Impact to victories over the years and putting that, also keeping that team relevant behind the scenes.
MLK dropping their first attacker snake side, Maddie. 5-on-4 advantage for Notorious as 2 attack on the snake side.
Rich down to 5 minutes here, tied up 2 apiece.
Running ref, Matt.
Sunday implications, both these teams need this win.
Who wants it more?
Oh, body coming off for MLKings, dying out of his spot. Tough death there.
Yeah, and Notorious is pushing up this snake side field. They're putting a lot of pressure on the Kings here.
Yeah, Notorious at the 50-yard line in the snake. They also have Sherman here on your screen, and then, comes through. Gets absolutely blasted from Bowles. Hits the deck.
Still getting blasted.
I hope he's okay. He's slow to get up. Okay, he's finally going to get out of there, and it was Rodriguez with the full send in there. He didn't. I don't think he knew there was a body at that brick.
Yeah, he knew where one was, but not where the other guy was. Can't really fault him going forward, though. It's 3-on-5.
Yeah,
in that key spot.
for
He's got
sure.
two guys within a couple feet of him. If you wait there long enough, they're going to get you.
Rodriguez is going to be a really key player for the MLKings this season. He's already looking good in event number 1. We know he has the skills. We've seen him on this pro field over the years, past couple years. And yeah, he's that was a decent move given the situation. It just didn't work out. Down to 4 minutes here. Kovar just omnipresent, doing such a good job behind these 2 players here on your screen. Bowles and Sherman.
Can gets shot from the cross and draws the penalty. MLK's dropping his last point.
I'm wondering if that was looked like a white flag being thrown up.
Yeah, no, they surrendered. They surrendered.
Yeah, so I couldn't tell if that was a yellow or a red. I think it's a yellow. He still has the red in his pocket. Yeah, and also got news that we have to have an alternative commissioner right now, as Jason Trojan had an emergency and he had to leave the event.
All right, I'll do it, Matt. You're not going to like some of my calls. We're going to start doing things a little differently now that I'm in charge, but it's going to be entertaining, I can promise you that.
Yeah, so not sure what the situation is. Thoughts go out to Jason.
Yeah, and
hope everything's okay.
okay.
But yeah, so, and I'm not sure who the new, temporary commissioner is. Keep you guys updated on that.
I think it should be Tom Cole. I think Tom Cole should have to do it.
It's Tom. Got to stop walking around shaking hands and talking about future
No
plans.
more kissing babies today.
We need you over here.
Come over here so all your friends can yell at you.
Yeah, we need you over here catching ear beatings from coaches.
That's right. Impact player taking a walk from that can. Danny shot him on that cross shot from the center wedge. That's a great shot from him. Similar to what Will Hennessy was doing his match by putting a lot of cross pressure from that bunker into the can.
It's Dalton taking the walk for Impact. So
you don't see that very often.
That was their big pickup. They lose Mouse, they lose
Impact gets bounced going out to the corner, Matt.
Yeah, still makes it out alive. But yeah, that was a big pickup, taking Dalton from Dynasty after losing J-Rab and Mouse. But, it's a ridiculous squad. But they have their hands full right now. Just a 1-point lead over Level. 4 minutes, 50 seconds to go. And down a body. 5-on-4 situation in favor of Columbus Level. They got the back center, the can, the tower, and then 2 bodies in the wedge structure in the middle.
Axel Gundin moving from the tower into the little cube in front of the snake, looking to put himself in a more offensive position. Also, the farther he moves up the snake side of the field, the better his angle is to cut down the Drio side penetration. Just so you guys know, when I said penetration, Matt got a smile on his face. Points slowed down a little bit here. Everyone trying to figure out where the bodies and the guns are.
We're basically in Sunday paintball right now.
Danny's over the top now, transitioning forward. Must feel like he's got a good take on where the bodies are.
Yeah, no one in there with him. He has the snake structure to himself. Has to worry about Laval inside, who's playing
defensively on the cut.
Playing this way on that cut, waiting for something to happen, waiting for Danny to give him something to shoot at.
Well, and the ball's in Level's court right there, down a point. Oh, and Level drops a player. Yeah, that's
a tough death for Chase.
Death.
Yeah, Askren's going to immediately take that spot, but that is a tough death for Chase.
And Askren immediately gets shot as well on that cross shot from Axel.
And then Danny gets shot.
Yeah.
So this is that bend don't break moment for Impact. And this is why these top teams it's so hard when you're playing a team like Impact. It looks like things are going well for you. You got a 1-body advantage, and then all of a sudden death here, death there. Good zone control from Edmonton Impact, looking real solid there. Axel Godin, Brandon Cornell in there, Nick Laval. Dalton got shot, but then Zach Yakmek in there as well, too. So, solid work.
Yep, it seems like that Impact team's pretty good at the paintball.
Yeah, and 4 unanswered
great start for
now.
Level.
Well, again, obviously a test for Level, but a test for Impact as well, too. They go down by 2 and then rail off 4 unanswered in a row to try to continue to go undefeated through 3 games. They are going to be playing the Bears next. And
the Bears.
It's Impact, Bears, MLKings, Level, and Notorious in bracket C. Next up, we're going to have Damage and Aftermath, Hurricanes and Diesel, last game before the lunch break. And then we're going to have the Hall of Icons awards inductee first award ceremony coming up during the lunch break. And I think we're definitely going to be filming it. I don't know if it's going to be live. I think it is going to be live, so don't quote me on that, though.
You heard it here first, folks.
Well, it's been tough to assemble for Ryan Greenspan's leading the charge over there, but trying to wrangle all the guys that are getting inducted to see if they can get what day they can get here, when can we get everyone together. So it looks like we are going to have that live. So during the lunch break, we'll have a quick short break after the conclusion of this not this set, but the next set, and then because I got to run over there, and then we got to get things set up. But maybe 5-10 minute break, and then we'll jump into the first ever inaugural Hall of Icons inductee ceremony. On the breakout right now, MLKings spreading the field. Uh-oh, Rodriguez drops his gun, but he picks it up, and does he make it across the gap?
It looks
like he does.
That's good athleticism right there. Referee's going to run in and check him, unfortunately, which might give away that position.
I think he's okay, though.
Yeah,
I saw there was definitely some balls going into that area in that zone, but they were behind him.
Yep.
And hitting off the ground.
At that edge of the bunker, yeah. Great move from Rodriguez getting up in there. Now Donaldson.
But Woodley coming off for the MLKings, so they're going to be down a body. Oh, but then Sherman runs into Elias's gun.
Yeah, Elias
Donaldson's going to shoot him a couple extra times.
Now Donaldson and Elias can communicate with each other, and Elias can protect Donaldson. Donaldson protects Elias.
3 minutes to go. MLKings down by 1, but in great spots. Bull's getting pinched out. He's still alive, not pinched out, actually. It looked for a second like he might have caught one trying to get into Snake 1, but he's able to actually live over here down this sideline. But, man, he's catching, I mean, a lot of
Donaldson
pressure.
just repositions to Snake 1. He can blow him in half right now. But he's got to get the communication from the player in the center of the field.
Yeah, if he repositions, Bulls won't be able to live because he can't stay alive from both Elias and that angle you were just talking about.
He's literally living outside of that bunker, trying to put Elias in. So if Elias just stays alive, Donaldson goes back, repositions. Elias will split that wig. But
yeah. I mean, did he make it through that gap? Wow.
Looks like
Bulls was able to make it through that gap.
Donaldson
and then not
him.
anymore, actually. So he did end up getting pinched out of there. He's in a really tough position. Oh, but then Kovar's going to go into a stream as well, too, trying to get into the insert bunker on this side.
Yeah. If two guys in front of you die, maybe don't jump in the same spot.
Down to 2 minutes left to go here.
Things are only going to get tougher over there. Good point from the Kings, Maddie. Solid point there off of Donaldson and Rodriguez. Rodriguez was a good pickup for the Kings.
Yeah, so we got ourselves a pretty solid game here. 4-2 the score here. Edmonton Impact just undaunted out there after going down early, answering nicely to start running up this score. Can they keep doing it, though, or will Columbus Level save their tournament by answering? Level do or die moment for them as they drop the game to the MLKings. Absolutely must win this this game.
Just got a message from Jason Burns. The drinking has begun. Him and Lee are going hard at it.
Yeah, Legion missing Smotroff and Jason Burns, so I'll be watching.
So neither one of them made it? Jason Burns or Smotroff?
Nah, neither Jason nor Smotroff made it.
Wow, that's 8 shots in. That's a lot of.
So Impact
hydration.
Impact losing a body here. Off the break, 3:20 to go.
Teams are getting that can shot down them at. For a while, everybody was going there and nobody was getting shot. Now, 30% of the time, people are losing people going to that spot. It's getting a little more dicey every point. Level's got to attack here.
Yeah, well, a couple of repositions here on some secondaries for Columbus Level to get into D2. Already have D3 early, and then going to get a body into the Aztec as well. Still have the back center hot.
Kind of abandon those center of the bunkers, though, huh, Matty?
Another kill, though.
Is that JC taking the walk?
Yeah, JC, Justin Cornell taking the walk, trying to get to the tower.
Now Danny's crawling over. Now Level gets up to that center bunker, that super crucial spot there.
I think this is Hollowell here for Level getting into the wedge. D3 still hot for them.
He's got to watch his next move because D3 has that next gap on him.
Here comes Askren, so the bulk of Level's roster over on that D side this time.
Yeah. Maybe they've decided they just can't get through the snake side cut. But it's tough to get through the D cut too, man.
Body for Edmonton Impact in D3, and I think what they have back corner as well too.
I think it's back center and the Aztec, Matty.
Okay, Aztec.
Oh, see, there's that gap. If you went across that gap too slow and that D3 shoot him up,
and that
Level dropped another player.
Forces Askren to come all the way back on over to this side.
I think it might be a 3-on-3, Matty. Damian Ryan probing on the D side, moving to the D side tower. Ben just playing this kind of stopper over here, staying alive on the snake side. He's up in the tower, shooting his gun, communicating. Not really good looking to go forward and put his head down where he can't see. Wants to stay on his feet where he can communicate and hope that the other two guys on his team on the D side push up. As I say that, he goes forward into the cube. And then from there into the snake one, which he's got across that. Watch that cross shot. That same Drudo 3 just shot that guy, Batty.
I think that's, he's tucked in so tight.
Yeah,
I think it's Zupa.
I can't see it either.
I don't think that's Brandon. I think that's Zupa, and he's just been chalking up kills.
Yeah, his
shooting that lane.
His cross shot is on point. It's a long shot, but it's a big gap, you know.
Well, he's been quite proficient at it.
Yep, Damian Ryan over there.
And we're down to a minute. So, yeah, Level needing to just to tie in a do-or-die situation. It's just full court. You put a guy in and go. I mean, this is such a hard field to score quick points on. The ship's probably already sailed on it. Impact's probably done enough. with those last couple kills from that D3 position.
There goes the swing. Damien attacking.
Justin Politi loading up to launch, but again, just too little too late, I think.
He's in the right spot now that he can finally wrap with that pressure on that D3. Oh, he gets him, but trades. 2-on-1 now with Damien. Damien gets
so that was
their side.
Mike. So man, the hats off to Mike Zupa holding the line. Does look like Jackson's going to get shot. A penalty going to be assessed, though, on
both sides.
I think both sides drawing a penalty. So Matt Jackson yelling at one of the refs in frustration, maybe not yelling, but gesturing.
Oh, he yells.
Zupa, though, with a couple kills, man, that was the big difference in this point. He was shooting that lane from D3, got the crucial 2 kills to slow down the point, preserve the lead, and now there's just 17 seconds left. I think it's going to be a no point, though. The referees are having a little convention out there to figure out how this is going to go. Possible minor penalties on both sides. The referee going to run over and talk to our acting commissioners. Jason Trozen had to leave the event for an emergency.
Yeah, hope everything's okay.
Yeah.
Notorious getting ready to go out against MLKings. Kind of a back and forth match here. Like the aggressiveness of Notorious. I feel like they're consistently playing more aggressive than some of the other teams out here.
Yeah, I agree. That's the way to play paintball at this level. Sometimes,
hard and fast, baby.
Well,
hard and fast.
Down in the divisional ranks and sometimes in semi-pro, you have the guys from Florida call it the Dirty South D.
Yeah.
The Dirty South defense, that some sort of active defense can work out when you're moving your way up the ranks. But here in the pro division, you have to be multifaceted. You can't just have one style of play.
You have to have both, right?
Yeah, and so when we saw the Hurricanes come up last year, we're talking to Mike Bianca, talking about the style of play, but man, they had big, offensive threats out there that you had to worry about when you're playing that team. Same with Notorious, same with the MLKings at Level, and again, any of these teams marching up the ranks right now. Energy Elite winning 2 games out here, looking like they're probably going to make a Sunday.
Huge point here, Matty. 3-3 with not a lot of time left on the clock. The first person who makes a mistake on either one of these squads might be costing their team this point. 5 alive for both teams. Both teams move into dominant positions. Notorious with 2 on the Snake side. MLKings with just 1 with Rodriguez.
Down to 1 minute and 42 seconds left.
Feeling like overtime.
Yeah, we could see yet another overtime.
Feels like an overtime situation to
already
me.
saw, I think, 2 or 3 of them this morning, at least 2 this morning. Only 1 yesterday. Peterson gets across into D2. Still doubling up that back center here for the MLKings.
Yeah, not a big fan of that.
Oh, running referee coming to check out one of the players for Notorious.
Check.
He's looking down at his feet, ankles area, and it looks like he's good to go. Mike Alcovar is going to come out of that back corner bunker from the Snake side as we hit the minute mark. Who's going to be winning this game?
Notorious is in position to win it, Matty.
Both teams sitting at 1-2. Whoever wins this one going to have a chance to go and move on to Sunday. It would be amazing for the Notorious to be in their first pro tournament ever and move on to Sunday. And then for the MLKings on a rebuild a bit, it would also be a really good thing for their franchise. Marky Franz Jr. going to make the move into the wedge. Looking at the action going down on the D side here on your screen for the MLKings. And then Peterson's going to make his move. Here comes Peterson. Goes all the way to D4, but gets caught. Crucial kill, but maybe not enough time here for Notorious. I don't think.
Marky's got to go.
Sherman goes across. He gets taken out, trying to get to Rodriguez. So
Marky gets caught.
Holding the line. Marky gets caught. Still a body left alive for Notorious. Try to make something happen. Here comes
that Navarro streaking up the drill side. For MLKings, he might pull this point through.
Oh, it's Kyle Berry. Kyle Berry with 5 seconds left. He gets caught in the backfield.
Wow, Kyle was trucking.
So Bowles I think it was Bowles with the head on his swivel, saving that one. Bowles frustrated though, yelling at, I think not Connor Kelly, but Carter Donaldson.
He shot him going out to the corner of the back, but no one's in position to see it.
Yeah, so
sometimes you shoot people and they don't see it.
But Kyle Berry was one head check away. Essentially, if Anthony Bowles didn't keep his head on his swivel, I think that was Bowles. It was definitely Bowles, but I think he was the one that got shot in on him. But just an excellent job to get that kill, because that essentially is going to head it into overtime right now. Impact, level, 3-point spread. 10 seconds to go before the start of this next point here. So I only see 4 bodies on the field right now for level. And they're going to send Carl Markowski. Oh, God, look at Carl go. All the way to D4 off the break. Gets caught at D4, though, because here comes the push from Edmonton Impact. Edmonton Impact going right back at him. And with 7 seconds left, I think that Axel Godin's going to be able to get to the buzzer. It's actually a race to the buzzer.
All 5 Impact players are alive.
5 players, yeah, alive for Edmonton Impact to put another point on the board. So
yeah, very impressive.
They knew that Level was going to come, and they went right at him. So excellent job, and Level didn't shoot anybody. So with just 2 seconds left, they're going to burn that clock off, but Impact able to put up, this looks like a 6-point, 4-point spread for them yesterday. 2 wins, so now undefeated before they go to play the Bears with, yeah, real decent point spreads. Impact still looking dominant out here, and Level's ship has sailed. 1-3 for Columbus Level, as Level was able to go 1-1 yesterday, lost a heartbreaker to the MLKings, and then now losing to Impact. So still some work to do for Columbus Level. Got to be frustrating for them, because they're going to be packing the bags and heading home to train for the next one.
Yep. The saga continues.
Well, if they can get Carl to practice, and Damien played great for him. Good look for him. So with Sam leaving, Sam Silberg getting picked up from Infamous, it's now Chase Cranmer's starting position, and he was a little hit or miss over there. He was dying a little too early, too often, but that guy's got a lot of talent, and we've seen him contribute before. So I think the future still is going to be really good for Level, but
the future's bright.
Not enough here at this one. They also switched coaches as well too, with Doviak taking over for Goldsmith.
Getting ready to start this next point. Just kind of waiting on Notorious to come out here, get themselves on the field.
So 3-3 overtime point. Is it going to be MLKings or Austin Notorious? Going 2-2 and making it on to Sunday. So it looks like Donaldson, Woodley, Rodriguez been the go-to players over here on the Snake side for the most part. They've got some other guys in there to get spins, but it looks like Peterson and Barry going towards that D side.
Did they not put that point up?
It was a no point.
No point, that's right.
And we're heading into overtime.
That's right, sorry.
So body coming off. Oh, body coming off right now for Notorious.
Both teams in good position. Little advantage here for the Kings, having a 1-body advantage.
Yeah, both teams back at the wedge.
Put a lot of pressure on Peterson in that can, Matt. Donaldson cruising into that Snake 1. Likes his timing getting up there. Like to see him shoot his gun a little bit more. Notorious with 2 attackers on the Snake side. MLKings with 2 attackers on the Snake side.
Yeah, Donaldson loading up here into Snake 1. Looks like Bowles is going to answer, and Bowles is going to hit the deck and crawl into that 50 brick. And he's going to get there clean. Going to look across the field.
Putting a lot of pressure again on the can. A lot of teams are now putting emphasis from the Snake side, trying to put pressure on that one guy in the can who's playing that island ball on that drill side, because they know if they shoot him, and then they can contain that side, they got that whole side of the field free.
Now, somebody on Notorious needs to step up, win a gunfight to get this back even on the count.
Yeah, that's a really good call.
Bowles in a good position here. Got to be careful, though.
And it's probably,
he had a close call already when he looked inside.
Kovar's in a good position to do it. He can just kind of hunt hoppers right now, right? The pressure's kind of going towards the guys in front of him. So if he repositions a few times.
Ooh, Bowles comes around. Did he get the shot in on Rodriguez?
So close.
Oh, that was about an inch away.
Scared him for sure.
So Bowles is going to launch. He's going to come through. He's going to stitch up
that's
Rodriguez.
A penalty. Yeah, that's a penalty.
Penalty going to be assessed there on Bowles, and that is going to do it, because that's a major penalty, and that is going to make it really easy here. So getting a bit of a gift, but earning it. Donaldson, head on a swivel, picked up Bowles.
And it was kind of tough because Bowles got shot in the pack going through, and maybe he knew, but sometimes when you're full speed running and you get one in the pack, you don't know.
Yeah, I
still get the penalty for it.
It was a really nice move for
Bowles.
it
was a great move.
It was
just
a great
Donaldson
move.
was on the gap.
Yeah, and that's just every single referee on this side of the field looking at him as he made the move. So a tiny amount of work to do here for the MLKings, but
Kyle Berry just put it together back left, and he's releasing.
So even on a rebuild, the MLKings finding a way to win 2 games here after going 0-2 on day 1 and most likely punching their ticket on to Sunday. Referee checking out Peterson. Yeah, so that is going to do it. Big day for the MLKings.
Huge.
And not a bad look at all for Austin Notorious.
No,
man.
I agree. For the first event, come on, man.
Yeah, they go 1-3, but every single game that Austin Notorious played was a 1-point match. That's impressive. First event, I mean, you really can't ask for more than that. Yeah, they would have loved to go on, but
Especially
still.
with how competitive it is now, right? They didn't just play a bunch of bad teams and just lose by 1 point.
Yeah, so great job here. Tampa Bay Damage coming up next here against San Diego Aftermath. And then the New Orleans Hurricanes going to be taking on AC Diesel, the new superstar squad here in Pro Paintball. They did drop a game to the Ironman yesterday. See if they can step up today. Hurricanes are playing good. So that is what's going to be going down here on Center Court. 2023 NXL Sunshine State Major, the first stop on the tour this year. I'm Matty Marshall here on Go Sports. Thank you guys so much for joining us. See ya in just a few.